Hey there, it's Jermaine, and I'd like to say thanks again for taking action and securing your copy of the Hear and Play Chords 101. This getting started video here on this page is more than just a thank you, it's a promise to you. If you invest the time and follow the instructions laid out for you inside this video, your results will be phenomenal. Now, it's come to my attention that many piano players would like to see progress as soon as possible. Usually they're really excited to impress their friends and family with their new skills, or they have an audition coming up and they just want to blow it away. Whatever it is, I want to make sure I do everything in my power to help every passionate player reach their goals. This is why I felt the need to create this getting started video for you. I feel you need to be let in on the one thing that can accelerate your playing even faster. So if you're looking to see progress faster than you've ever thought possible, this is something you don't want to miss. I promise to keep this presentation short, but stay tuned because I'll reveal one of the fastest ways to enjoy even greater success in your piano playing. Okay, so let's get started. Inside this short presentation I put together for you, you'll discover the top secret formula for learning multiple songs at once instead of having to learn one song at a time. This is something that expensive piano instructors in schools don't want you to discover for obvious reasons. A little known but fatal mistake people make when trying to reach that next level and exactly how to avoid it. And I'll let you in on how I've been able to help over 202,000 students around the world prepare themselves for the road to piano mastery. However, since our time is short, let's cover that fatal mistake piano players make when trying to reach that next level. Now, I don't have to tell you how important chords are. They are, after all, the building blocks of songs. But I must warn you that you absolutely need to avoid this common technique if you want to learn chords faster. Most people believe that this technique is actually the best and in some cases the only method. However, this isn't true. If you don't avoid this, you'll experience hours and hours of wasted time and frustration. This is what you must avoid. Avoid trying to learn chords by memorizing them from scratch. Instead, focus on learning just your major and minor chords to start. They are literally all you need to know to play the majority of bigger, fancier chords. I'll explain it in a moment. Once you know your major and minor chords, which are only 3-fingered chords by the way, then you can add diminished and augmented chords for extra credit. And that's all you'll ever need to know to play 80% of the fancy and impressive chords like 7th chords, 9th chords, 11th, 13th chords, and even altered chords. Don't worry if you don't know what any of that means, I'll break it down step by step. For example, you can learn the C major 7th chord note for note or interval for interval, like a major third stacked on top of a minor third stacked on top of a major third. But who wants to walk around trying to retain all these confusing formulas? Especially since there's a more natural way to do it. Follow my advice and you won't have to worry about memorizing those complex chords. Here's what you do instead. Simply learn all of your regular major and minor 3-fingered chords. And when it's time to play bigger chords, like a C major 7 for example, just remember to play C on your left hand and an E minor chord on your right hand. Yep, it's that simple. Give it a try and you'll see how mind-blowingly simple playing major 7s and practically all your extended chords becomes. Once you've mastered all your major and minor chords, you can combine them with notes on your left hand to create totally different chords as you just witnessed. Now, what if I said every major and minor chord can be used this way? For example, you can play F on your left hand and A, C, E, also known as the A minor chord, on your right to create an F major 7th chord. But you can also mix up the A minor chord by playing C, E, A instead of A, C, E. That works too. F on the left and C, E, A creates the same major 7th chord, although it sounds different. What about E, A, C on your right hand and F on your left hand? That also works. All we've done is rearrange the notes on our right hand, also known as inverting a chord. Now, what if I said the same thing works for 9th chords? Yep, it's true. Try combining a 3-fingered C major chord, which is C, E, G, with a G major chord, which is G, B, D, and you'll create a big C major 9th chord. Fancy. Wayne Dyer once said, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Instead of remembering all those clunky chord formulas, now you're free to play chords the way they should be played. Imagine how you'll feel the next time you sit down at the piano to learn a new song with big, complex chords. And instead of having to rack your brain trying to remember all those chords, you're effortlessly and flawlessly able to execute the perfect combination of 3-fingered major and minor chords. Not only are you sure to impress yourself with the remarkable progress you're making, you'll also develop the confidence and certainty you need to master even the most complex progressions, runs, and licks. Isn't this method a lot easier and more fun than the way most folks teach it with major thirds and minor thirds and whole steps and half steps? Now, this next tip alone will put you on a whole other level if you take it and apply it immediately. Here's what I want you to do. Embrace the power of singing intervals. This is one of the essential ingredients of my world famous hear and play method, and every top musician I know uses this strategy even if they aren't aware of it. To skyrocket your success, here's what you do. Get good at singing intervals. Remember, playing music is all about distance. As you start understanding the patterns in music, this concept will become crystal clear to you. This is why you're going to focus on developing relative pitch, not perfect pitch, which has very little to do with actually playing by ear, believe it or not, but it's relative pitch so that you can tell how far music has traveled. For example, here's the distance of a major second. Your job is to understand how that sounds relatively, not absolutely. There's no value in knowing what you just heard was a C going to a D. The real value is in knowing that it was a major second interval, which is simply going to a note that is one whole step up or down from your current note. You may be wondering, what makes a whole step? Well, C and D are a whole step apart because there is a note in between them, in this case a black key. Unlike a half step, which is from key to key without any notes in between. Remember, half steps are from key to key with no keys in between. Whole steps always skip a key with one key in between. So if I played F to G, or A to B, or D to E, those are all the same relationships at work, a major second. Although they're different notes, they're all the same distance, and your goal is to hear what makes them similar. The way they're moving to their respective notes is the same, a second interval. Just like 3 feet is 3 feet no matter where you start, music is the same. Learn what 3 feet versus 6 feet is in music, so to speak, and be able to hear that, and you've got the other side of playing, the ear side. Yes, it's that simple. Take it from me, mastering the techniques of playing by ear is a lot more fun and interesting than you've ever thought possible. I'll share a blueprint in a few minutes that will expound on this tip. Just picture it though. See the shock and surprise in the eyes of your friends and family as you go from struggling with making progress with playing the piano to mastering. Feel the pride and sense of accomplishment swelling within you as picking out a song's key becomes as natural as walking and talking. The compliments you receive as you turn simple melodies into beautiful, awe-inspiring, full-sounding songs just by incorporating those large, fancy, yet easy-to-apply chords as you've just seen. Think about what learning to really play the piano the way you've always dreamed of, in fact, better than you dreamed of, will mean to you. Facing and overcoming a challenging goal that you set for yourself, that you pursued, and that you conquered. Now, I understand, by now you may feel a bit overwhelmed with all of this, and that's totally understandable. This is why I mapped out an easy-to-follow system for you, and it pairs perfectly with the 2 CD set you've already requested. Introducing the 4 Steps to Next Level Playing Workbook. The 4 Steps to Next Level Playing demystifies and simplifies the process of playing by ear without sheet music. It breaks the process down into 4 basic steps. Step 1, finding a song's key, which I'll teach you 2 different strategies to accomplish this. Number 2, the number system. This is the roadmap to understanding the DNA of songs and how they're all connected. Number 3, chords, which as you know are the building blocks of songs. And lastly, patterns. Patterns are all about organizing the chords into recognizable sounds and movements. Think of it this way. If chords are blood, patterns are blood flow. The 4 Steps to Next Level Playing Workbook, combined with the 2 CD set you've already requested, provides you with the tools needed to keep you ahead of the game. This workbook will ensure you reach your goals, even if you feel you need an in-person instructor to teach you, even if you feel you don't have any musical training or experience, even if you're an experienced sight reader, or you've had some success with playing music by ear, yet you have been unable to successfully replicate the process consistently. Or maybe you've only been relying on free YouTube videos to get the training you need, or you always thought playing music by ear was too difficult or impossible for you. Even if you feel as if you tried absolutely everything and failed, this course is for you. Here are just a couple of things people are saying about the workbook. Bart Edmond says, "I purchased your course and I was very impressed by the professional quality of your product. I plan on ordering even more of your products in the future. This is in great contrast to other products I've ordered online. I ordered instructional materials from various sites and I was not impressed. Yours is truly a good deal for the money and I will send many folks your way. I'm playing better already. God bless." Robbie Hunter says, "I thought I had a decent grasp on music theory after having played guitar for 13 years. I tried my best to apply my prior knowledge to the piano when I decided to learn to play. I had very limited results. But after one night, literally, of taking your lessons, my understanding of chord structures and my ability was revolutionized. Thanks, Hear and Play." This workbook is jam-packed with 110 pages of interactive, easy to understand, step-by-step material that will immerse you in the information you need to understand and apply in order to play by ear successfully. By now, you may have noticed that the 4 Steps to Next Level Playing workbook is without a question an invaluable course to have in your arsenal. I want to extend an exclusive one-time offer only found on this page. As my way of saying thank you, you're not just getting the 4 Steps to Next Level Playing workbook today, I'm just getting started. Because you've shown dedication and passion by watching this presentation, I'm going to sweeten the deal by tossing in 3 incredible bonuses. The first gift you'll be receiving today is a 30-day trial to our cutting-edge software, SongTutor. SongTutor is your online personal mentor that allows you to harness the power of the internet to learn any song at your own pace. The software is a piano player's dream. Notes light up in multiple colors so you never miss a beat. You're able to slow songs down up to 90%, or what I call turtle speed, giving you the flexibility to play at the speed you feel comfortable with, and a ton of other features. The second gift you'll be receiving today is Hear and Play Chords 102. This digital course takes chords a step further and explores major 7s, minor 7s, dominant 7s, diminished 7s, minor major 7s, and more. Combined with Hear and Play Chords 101 that you'll already be receiving, you've got the complete collection. This course is packed with 2 hours of first-rate information and it's normally valued at $29, yet it's yours free today. The third gift you'll be receiving today is the online version of our chord encyclopedia, which shows you how to play over 144 chords in every key with real-life photo examples. The chords we're giving you are the same chords that make up all your favorite songs, and with this handy reference guide, you'll be able to look up any inversion and the actual fingerings in real-life photos for each chord instantly. It's normally valued at $25, but it's yours free today. Now you can see why this is such a great value. Even the bonuses alone are worth $79 and would bring your investment today for the 4 Steps to Next Level Playing course to $134. Only on this page, your total investment in the 4 Steps to Next Level Playing course will not be $134 today. Nowhere close to that. Nope, not even $77. As ridiculous as it sounds, you won't even pay $59 today. Your total investment, including the 4 Steps to Next Level Playing workbook, plus all the bonuses you now see on the screen, is now just $39. Have a look below this video right now and then click on the rectangular order button that says Add to Cart to lock in your discounted price today for only $39. And to make this a no-brainer, I want you to try this on me risk-free. I'm asking you right now to just try the 4 Steps to Next Level Playing workbook for 365 full days on me, and either you're thrilled with your progress with playing by ear or you pay nothing at all. Click on the button below this video right now and claim access to the 4 Steps to Next Level Playing workbook today. Let me now share some of the most common questions customers like you have been asking about the 4 Steps to Next Level Playing workbook. It's just a book. How can you learn to play by ear when you're reading? Half of playing by ear is understanding how music works. That's why so many people are frustrated because they sit down with a random approach. They try to pick out random things not knowing that there is an actual method to the madness. They don't know the names of foundational chords, let alone extended fancy chords, nor do they understand how to construct them. They don't know what tones of the scale produce what chords. They don't know what patterns are, how they're constructed, how 80% of songs follow just 20% of the same patterns with minor variations. They don't know that most pop songs they hear on the radio are derived from a handful of patterns that can be counted on one hand. All the information in this course is precisely the knowledge and tools that would take those people who are struggling with random approaches to successfully mastering the techniques of playing by ear. Remember to look below this presentation and click the Add to Cart button now. Can I learn this on the internet for free? Why wouldn't I just use YouTube? The problem is that there's so much information available out there that it becomes almost impossible to filter it, especially if you don't know what you're looking for. If you listen to this guy over there and then this guy over here tells you something opposing, or this guy says to do this and the other guy says no, don't do that, well, now you've got a dilemma. How do you know what is the right stuff to pay attention to? How do you determine everything you need to learn and the right order in which to learn it? Plus, how do you know when is the right time to incorporate the next piece of information you're given? That's what we do. We give you a 4-step process to follow that has been proven to work. No information overload, no contradictions. What if I just can't learn this? Trust me, you can do this. No one is born a musician. Everyone grows into one. They get the right education and the right techniques and principles, but they also get it in the right order. We've had students as young as 8 years old and as old as 88 from all walks of life with diverse backgrounds and levels of prior experiences. If they can do it, you certainly can too. Listen, there's no risk to you, yet you have everything to gain. Plus, you have access to our friendly support staff in case you have any questions. Plus, you've got our 365-day no-risk guarantee to fall back on. You've got nothing to lose and absolutely everything to gain. The time for you to learn to play piano by ear is now. Click the yellow rectangular Add to Cart button below right now and let's get you started today.